Request from Kirk Vartan to address us.
Good evening.
I'm sorry, the city clerk is engaged, so let him reset the clock and then you can begin. Thank you.
Sure. Yeah, thank you. So first, thank you, Madam Mayor and council members, for allowing Linda from our group to speak tonight. I think it was very nice of you to do that, to extend the 3 minutes to 10. So personally, thank you very much for that. My comments are really around what kind of took place tonight afterwards, and not so much about the content, because I'm not going to talk about the agenda item. I think that's part of the policy. You're not supposed to talk about the agenda items if it's already agendized. What I was here to talk about was, I was going to make comments right after Linda, and I fully understand that since she's with our group, that I would turn in my speaker card without question. I think I speak for anybody as part of the Save Barrett group to not make any comments after Linda spoke, to turn in our time. But at the same time, this meeting was publicized, or was announced in the San Jose Mercury News yesterday in the Valley section, and a lot of people from the public came that were not part of our group. And I think rather arbitrarily, the time that they were allowed to speak was removed. So, like I said, I don't have any issue with removing my time or my fellow compadres over here from our group in terms of not contributing to a longer discussion on something that we helped create. We all created that presentation together. But how that affects public comment, or for the rest of the public to talk about, or letting them speak, now obviously in a more orderly manner, I don't know if that's really fair. And that's really what I wanted to tell you as a citizen here. From a process perspective, I'd ask that you really look at what took place tonight, not so much the energy and the emotions that took place, but the short-circuiting of the public process that took place tonight on that specific event. I believe that the public always has a right to speak on an agenda item, as far as I know, and I didn't see, there wasn't like a real vote from the people that aren't part of our group to allow her to speak for 10 minutes. I just think it was rather arbitrary, and I saw, like I said, a lot of people that are not part of our group that were here to give comment and possibly share their opinions with the city council, and I think they weren't given that opportunity. Most of them are gone now. It's after 9:30 now, so most of them are on their way back home or already home. But I just think from a public perspective, they weren't given their opportunity. But thanks.
Thank you. And I rarely respond under this portion of the agenda, but I do feel compelled to do so. Mr. Hazel was free to address us, just as you did, Mr. Vartan, under number 11, public presentations, which is the appropriate place in our agenda. And so is anyone else. So, having said that, I will ask if there is anyone else wishing to address us under public presentations.
Oh, good evening, council people. My name is Brian Everett, and I actually came down from San Mateo. We have an interesting project up there where we've taken two fourplexes, and they're $1 million properties actually, between off Hillsdale from San Mateo City to Foster City, and created a environment we call San Mateo Eco Village. It's dedicated to food security. Linda brought up that issue, and that's one of the most important issues that we can talk about, is how are we going to keep ourselves fed in a healthy environment. I think there should actually be a council, a food council, that Santa Clara should look at, as I'm going to approach to San Mateo with this too. Besides the fact that we're using lots of oil to transport foods, why not create healthy soils and keep the heritage of small farms in the Valley of Delights? And so I just wanted to express my support for the presentation and our own security. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, is there any